Welcome to another edition of How to Get Fluent in English Faster. Alright, well, I am back. I know it's been a long time since you have seen my lovely face. It's been quite a while since the last episode of How to Get Fluent in English Faster. I've been incredibly busy with EnglishAnyone.com. We had to move the site to different servers. Lots of new things happening on the site, and we are working with getting Master English Conversation up and available for everyone again. We have a new podcast, new things that are coming to the website, and I've just been incredibly busy with all of that. So thank you for your support and your patience. If this is your first time watching one of our videos from EnglishAnyone.com, I am Drew Badger, English speaking confidence expert. I'm an author and the co-founder of EnglishAnyone.com. So welcome and welcome back for all of the people that are they've been following for a long time. So as you can see, it has been a long time. If you watched the previous How to Get Fluent in English Faster episode, you can see my hair was much shorter back then. It's growing out. I don't really know what to do with it. My wife keeps telling me to cut my hair. Maybe I'll cut my hair, or you can give me some good advice. If you are a hairstylist or you know about hair, you can comment down below this video and you can tell me what you think I should do. But this video, unfortunately, is not about my haircut. It's about some ways that you can use technology in order to improve your English much, much faster. But first, I want to answer a question using technology in a way that I get kind of all the time, really, pretty much every other day. This is almost every day. I get the same question from students about how to meet other native speakers that they can practice with. So again, a lot of people, if you have not seen our video section, seen our video course for Power Learning, we explain all of that about how to not think like an English learner. You are an English speaker, and you should not be looking for English forums and chat rooms specifically about English. I know there are many of them out there, but it's just really, in my opinion anyway, it's not the best way to get out and practice. What you really want to do is get out and find more native speakers to practice with. So the first thing you want to do, again, you need to change your mind. Change the way you think. If you think you are an English learner, then you are always going out and looking for people on forums or other places where you're asking them, please practice English with me, please help me speak, please help me speak. And what you're doing is you're trying to take from people. You're asking them to help you all the time. Help me, help me, help me. So it creates a relationship like this, where you are the student and they are the teacher, even though they may not be an English teacher, and they don't really want to help you in that way, or they can't help you in that way because they don't know the answers to the questions you ask. A lot of students actually know more grammar rules and the names of grammar rules than regular English speakers do. So when you ask them questions and they don't know, they feel kind of embarrassed about that, and they feel bad that they can't help you with your questions. So if you begin, again, with this relationship, when you are down here and they are up here, this is the native speaker and this is you, and you're asking, please help me, please help me, please help me, it's not really a great relationship. What you want is an equal relationship. And the way you do that is to remember that you are an English speaker. You are not an English learner. Because everybody is an English learner. I am an English learner, you are an English learner, and all of the other native speakers out there are English learners also. So you don't have to tell people that you're learning English. Everybody is learning English. There are many words that I don't know, even as an English teacher, and I'm still learning new words and new phrases every day from movies and TV shows and books and other things like that. So today, I want to help you answer that question and give you an even better way to go out and meet more people using technology. The first thing I want to talk about is Google, and this isn't necessarily for how to meet more people to practice with, but it's really a way that you can use the instant power, the super speed of the internet in order to improve your English. One of the problems with learning by yourself, especially if you don't have a teacher sitting right next to you that you can speak with, is that you don't have instant feedback. This word feedback means that you can input something or say something and then you get a reply or a response immediately. So if, let's say, I am watching a movie in Japanese and I don't know what a word means, I have to pause the movie, get a dictionary like a real book or an electronic dictionary, and then I have to look that word up and hopefully I remember it, and then I can turn the movie back on. But maybe that took a few minutes for me to do. And when you lose that time, this is the time that it takes you to get fluent. If you can make that time much smaller and make it much faster, then you can improve your fluency and get really faster in English much, much faster. I know I'm saying faster a lot, but really the speed of this is so important. If you have a person like a teacher that is sitting with you all the time, then you can say something and you can get help from the teacher immediately. And this is really why if you live in a foreign country or you live in America or another country where you can practice your English, then you have a really great chance to ask questions of people all the time. Not everyone has that opportunity, but today with this tip, you will be able to get that instant feedback and get that means of improvement so you can start seeing more improvement much, much faster. All right, so this tip is using Google's autocomplete. The word autocomplete is it just means to finish by itself. So remember auto, A-U-T-O, just like automobile, it just means to do something by itself, like automatic. So an autocomplete feature means you are typing something in Google for the search box, and let's say I type in I want to, and then the Google will actually put in go to the moon or something like that. It will finish automatically. It will finish the phrase that I'm typing in, and it will give me a whole bunch of options of what Google thinks I'm searching for. And the reason Google gives me these things is because other people are typing in the same keywords, the same phrase in Google, and now a lot more people are probably searching for the same thing, so maybe I want that information as well. Especially if I'm typing in something that's very trendy right now, like Harlem Shake or whatever. Like blah, 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 blah. I know you've probably seen those videos. Anyway, if I type in something like that, I can type in whatever I want to, and usually there will be something, even just a few letters I can type in, or just one letter or two letters, and it will start filling in other words as I type the phrase out. When Google was just getting started many years ago, even not that many years ago really, but kind of in internet time, it was quite a while ago. But when Google was just getting started, people would put very short keyword strings. Keyword string is maybe not just one word, but you have 2, 3, 4 words together as a keyword phrase. So when Google was just getting started, people would just type in shoes or something like that. So let's say you are looking on Google for finding shoes or even for learning English. You would type in learn English, and then Google would send you some options about websites you can go to for learning English. But now people are getting more detailed about what they're searching for. So you don't just look up learn English. Maybe you're looking for English classes or learn English in Sao Paulo, Brazil, or something like that. Whatever the place is, wherever you are looking for things, you can type that into Google now and it gets much, much longer. So the keywords are getting longer and longer and longer, and more people are able to find things faster because they type something into Google and it gives you all of this extra information. Now, the interesting thing you can do with this information is, let's say you want to practice some kind of grammar point or something like that. You can start typing in a sentence and Google will finish it for you. So you can practice your grammar that way, just by typing some things in. Go to Google right now. Make sure you go to an English Google like google.co.uk or in America, google.com. So whatever country you're in, make sure you go to an English Google so that you can get those good results that are all in English and you won't get any confusion from going to Google in a different country. So remember, go to English version of Google and then start typing in any phrases like that. It's a really great idea to do this, not only to get some really good grammar practice. You can, again, just type things like that, but you're also learning some culture, and you can also figure out, oh, here are some new and interesting things I had no idea was available. Or you learn a new word, like, I want to learn how to, and then it will give you all of these examples of new things. And you can click on a new word and see, oh, what is this new thing? Like, I want to learn how to make a doily. Do you know what a doily is? A doily it's kind of like a little, like a placemat for your tea or something like that. It's kind of like a little white thing. I'll put put a picture of it up here for you. A doily. But if you kind of follow these things, again, you're learning the culture, you're improving your grammar, and it's all instant. You go in there, type something in, and even if you don't know what you're searching for, you can find some really fantastic things to practice with. All right, so go out and use Google, and again, that will give you lots of great things to practice. But now I want to talk about another thing that you can use with internet technology for how to meet people incredibly quickly. In our Power Learning 7-day email video course, I talk a lot about how you, again, need to think like an English speaker as opposed to an English learner. And then go out and look for people, look online for groups and things like meetups so that you can actually start meeting real native English speakers to practice with. But I really want today, because I keep getting people asking me over and over again about how to do this, I want to make it incredibly simple, incredibly quick, and incredibly easy for you to go out and meet more people to practice with. I'm sorry, that's a train pulling in right now. I don't have perfect audio all the time, but hopefully you can deal with that. All right, so here it is. I want you to go to search.twitter.com. So this is how you can use Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter account, it's free. I recommend you get one. I use one for EnglishAnyone.com, although I don't do so much with it. I apologize to all of our followers on Twitter. You can @message me if you like, but I just use Google. I use YouTube and Facebook more than I use Twitter, but I still use it. Anyway, go to search.twitter.com. And if you go there, you can type in anything you're interested in. Again, don't type in learn English. I want you to type in something that you're interested in and focus on that. And so I will give you two examples. So I was just looking today. One is how to grow roses. I'll put a picture of it up on the screen now for you. So how to grow roses, and I found other people all over the world that are typing those keywords into their conversations, and it's all happening in the past few hours. So if you look closely, you can see like 4 hours ago or 10 hours ago, and I can look at all of those conversations. And it's something that you can't really do on Facebook because everybody has their own individual page and you can look for particular names or particular groups. But using Twitter, it's much faster for you to go in and get right in the middle of an actual conversation. You could go out today, type in some things you're looking for, and you could meet 100 native English speaking friends or other people all over the world that are interested in the same thing you are. And once you do that, you go out and you find people, you have that conversation with them, and then from there you can build a relationship over time. You don't have to say anything about, oh, I want to learn English. Just talk about the thing that you're interested in. And people make many mistakes, grammatical errors, and lots of English mistakes like that when they type things in Twitter or other kind of chat places online. So if you have any problems with that, it's just not a big deal. Talk about the thing you're interested in. Search.twitter.com. So look, type in the specific thing you're looking at. I'm trying to think of another one I was looking up today. It was something like, I was looking up monster trucks. I was looking up how to take care of cats, all kinds of different things like that. Just different things that you're interested in looking for, and you can get right into the conversation that's happening right now. It's kind of like sitting in a restaurant, and all of these different people are having conversations around you. Now, it can be rude if you stand up and walk over to another table and sit down and say, oh, I like that conversation about something. But but on the internet, it's okay. So that's why, especially if you don't live in an English-speaking country, if you can use that information, you can take a conversation that's already happening and you can add to that. You can say, oh, I'm also interested in that. Or where do you learn about that? Or just talk to them. And you can really begin a conversation instantly with people all over the world. And I promise you, even though some people might not be too happy about that, most people will be very happy if you follow them and then start asking them questions, and then you can really develop a nice relationship with them. If it doesn't work out, you just unfollow them and it's not a big deal, but you can do that with so many people and the feedback is instant. You set up a Twitter account if you don't have one already. Look up things on search.twitter.com, and then you can find lots of fantastic ways that you can practice with people just by talking about what you're interested in. So forget the English, go out and use technology, use Google in order to practice, get that quick feedback and learn lots of new interesting cultural things and lots of new words, and go deep, start searching and clicking, going to different websites and really learning different things like that. And then use Twitter to meet lots more people and then have much more interesting conversations with people about that. So I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. This is the kind of thing that I talk about with our subscribers in Master English Conversation. Longer videos like this where we go deep, we have conversations, and we do a lot more in-depth about how to go out and meet native speakers and how to practice and how to train your mind so you become a much better speaker of English. If you'd like to become a confident, fluent speaker and really live the life of a native English speaker, I invite you to join learners all over the world on Master English Conversation. It's available now on EnglishAnyone.com, and we will see you on the inside. Have an excellent day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.